Welcome to Health Opportunities Through Physical Education. You are taking this course online through Broward Virtual School. Please have your scavenger hunt handy so you can fill in the blanks as we go through the presentation. You will need to email this to your teacher when you are done. If you have any questions during the welcome call presentation, please jot them down at the end of your scavenger hunt and discuss them with your teacher when you speak to him or her for your actual welcome call. In order to access your class, you need to go to www.flvs.net. That is www.flvs.net. You will need your username and password to log in. Once you log in, you will see a screen called the Student Dashboard. And this is what we have on the computer right now. This screen will show you the classes that you are signed up for. When you go to the spot that says Hope and hover the mouse over the box that says Teacher, your teacher's name will show up. In this case, we have Miss Baldwin as our teacher, and we have her email address and phone number listed. If Miss Baldwin is not your teacher, when we are done with the welcome call presentation, please log in to your student dashboard and locate your teacher's contact information. You will need your teacher's name, phone number, and email address. When you call your teacher, please make sure that you leave a voicemail message. If you don't, your teacher may not know that you called. You only have to call your teacher once or one time and leave one message so that he or she knows that you called and need help, and they will call you back within 24 hours. When you call, if your teacher does not answer, it could be because you are calling outside of his or her posted office hours, which you won't know those until you log into the course once you're activated, or because he or she is on the phone with another student, parent, grading some of your awesome work, or possibly in a meeting. You can always text or email your teacher and let him or her know that you need help. Other information available on your student dashboard towards the bottom of the screen will show you other details or course details. And here you can locate your current grade, your instructor, your status if you are active or inactive, your start date, your percent complete, and the amount of weeks you have been active. If you look at the computer screen, we are showing a student who has been active for 13 weeks. This is important to know because you will need to follow your pace chart, which lists your assignments due based on the week that you are in. So please make sure that you always know what week you are in, and you can locate that information by looking at the week's active column under additional course details on your student dashboard screen. Once you click on Enter the Course, you will see a screen with your teacher's picture and contact information. This is called the announcement page. It contains helpful resources that you can use for your class, such as a link to the Hope Help site, which is located at the top, as well as a link or links for alternate wellness plans that you can use if you do not have the Move Band. And Move Band is spelled M-O-V-B-A-N-D. There are DBA study guides or discussion-based assessment study guides located on the announcement page, as well as alternative collaboration assignments for you to complete. Please make sure that you read the directions carefully and let your teacher know if you need any help with those assignments. The black bar located at the top of your screen is called the menu bar. When you click on the icon with the lines that look like a piece of paper, this will take you to the main menu. On it, you will see all of the important links or tabs for your class, such as the Lessons tab, the Assessments tab, the Gradebook tab, the Email tab, and the Announcements tab. There are other useful links on this menu bar as well, but we will focus on these tabs that we just mentioned, the Lessons tab, the Assessments tab, the Gradebook tab, and the Announcements tab. To get to your online textbook, you will click on the Lessons tab, which is at the very top left corner of that black box. Here we have your online textbook. If you are starting in segment 1, you will start with module 1. If you are starting in segment 2, you will start with module 4. Once inside the Lessons tab, you will see links to all of the modules. In segment 1, there are 3 modules, and you will start with module 1 and complete each of the assignments in order. If you do not complete each of the assignments in order, the system will give you a 0 for the assignment skipped. In each module, you will have a wellness plan to complete. This is a document where you will list your baseline data for your fitness assessments, which you will go over in lesson 1.03. You will include your new data for the fitness assessments for each consecutive module, as well as answer specific questions related to what you learned in that particular module. You will need to record at least 420 minutes of physical activity for each wellness plan, and make sure that you do not leave anything blank in this wellness plan. There is a section entitled Fitness Tracker Data that you will need to complete. If you have the Move Band, M-O-V-B-A-N-D, you will input your data there. If you do not have the Move Band, you can use the alternate wellness plans that are located on the announcement page. These plans have a formula for you to calculate your fitness data based on the exercise you performed during the wellness plan. And here we have an example of the assignments due for Module 1, which is where you will start if you are beginning with Segment 1. This is the Play and Plan pretest, which is the first assignment that you will submit for Module 1. Here we have the objectives listed, and you will note that this is page 1 of 4. When you are done going through your 4 pages for this particular lesson, you will come to the assessment screen or the assessment page. Here we have your assessment or your assignment that is due. So now that you have completed reading the lesson, review the checklist, and then in the assessments area, which we just mentioned is in that black bar, you will complete the 1.00 Play and Plan pretest. If you are starting with segment 2, you will go to module 4, and again you will see a pretest. Your Play Smart pretest is listed, as well as all of the point values for each of those assignments, as well as the estimated time that FLVS thinks it will take you to complete each of these assignments. You may take more time, you may take less time. It's all up to you and your learning style. This is just an estimate. Here is that 4.00 Play Smart pretest if you are starting with segment 2. And again, we go to page 4 of 4 or screen 4 of 4, and we see our assignment that is due. Throughout the course, you will come across hidden links. If you look towards the middle of our screen, you will see where it says Assessment Details. It reads, Access the Fitness Assessment Results document. If you notice, Fitness Assessment Results document is in a different color. This is a hidden link. If you hover over and click on Fitness Assessment Results document, you will be brought to what I call an embedded document, or a document that is hidden within the course. Here we have an example of that fitness assessment results document. So let's take another look at where it says fitness assessment results document. When you click on it, this is what you will see, and this is what you will complete for 1.03, your baseline data for your fitness tests. When you submit your assignments, you will go to your assessments tab or your gradebook tab. Your assessments tab is essentially a check sheet or a checklist of all the assignments that you have due for the course. Once you submit an assignment, that assignment will come off your assessments tab or your check sheet. So if you get full credit for it, that is wonderful. But if you don't get full credit for it, you won't know that because it will not show on this assessments tab. Now, please know that you do have multiple attempts to submit your assignments. So if you want to check on your grade, please make sure you go to the gradebook tab that we will cover in a few moments. But here is the assessments tab, which is your check sheet or your checklist for the assignments due for each module and each segment. If you are completing segment 1, you will complete modules 1 through 3. There are 19 multiple choice quizzes, and each quiz is roughly 5 to 20 questions each, sometimes a little more. There is 1 collaboration component, 3 wellness plans, 1 for each module. There are 2 discussion-based assessments or DBAs, 2 video submissions, and 1 segment exam. If you are starting with segment 2, you will complete modules 4 through 6. There are 17 multiple choice quizzes, and each quiz is between 5 and 20 plus questions each. There is 1 collaboration component, 3 wellness plans, again once for each module, 2 discussion-based assessments, 2 video submissions, 1 CPR component, and 1 segment exam. The segment 2 exam will not include information from segment 1, so if you are not taking segment 2 right away, that is okay. You will not be expected to remember the content material that you learned from segment 1. The 2 segments are completely separate from one another. When you submit your work, let's say it's a quiz, and you go to that assessment screen, you will locate where it says exam. All quizzes are called exams. Even if a quiz is just a quiz, it will still say exam, and the segment exam will show as an exam as well. So just know that a quiz is also called an exam. Here we have an example of how to locate 1.00, the play and plan pretest. You will click on where it says play and plan pretest in blue. That will take you to the actual quiz, which you will complete. And then prior to submitting your quiz for grading, you will click on the box that says check this box to indicate you are ready to submit your exam, and then you will click submit exam. There is a 2-step process anytime you submit an assignment in your course. So please make sure that you complete that 2-step process just to make sure that your assignment or your quiz gets submitted. If you are submitting a written assignment, again, you can go to your assessments tab. Here we have an example of submitting the 1.05 personal wellness planning assignment. You can either attach your document as shown where it says add files, or you can copy and paste it into the student comment box. If it is a lengthy file, such as the wellness plans, we recommend that you attach your document so that all of your important data comes out and is viewable correctly. Again, you will have to click submit for grading and submit for grading twice, just to make sure that you are absolutely sure you want to submit that awesome assignment. When you want to check your grade, please go to the gradebook tab. That is the tab or link that houses all of your information related to your grade, your assignments, and your percent complete. Here we have an example. This student's current grade is an 82%, and he or she is 3% complete. Here you can locate your student score, your student percentage, your points earned, as well as the date that you submitted your awesome assignments. You can also read your feedback from your teacher, which is where he or she will tell you how well you did in your assignments, or maybe there was something that you left out that you can add to make your assignment perfect. So please make sure that you check out your gradebook tab so that you can see your grade and read your teacher's feedback. When you want to email your instructor or your teacher, You can simply click on his or her name when it appears in blue. As we see on the screen, it says Instructor Elena Baldwin in blue. If you click on that blue link for Elena Baldwin, you will be brought directly into an email screen where you can type the subject and you can type your message. If not, you can always go to your email tab as we show in that big blue box and click on Send Message. The Hope Help Site link that we mentioned briefly a moment ago is located at the top of the announcement page typically. And here is just a little example of what information is available for you on that Hope Help Site link. As you can see, there are tons of help files, videos, and websites that you can go ahead and look at to help you with your assignments. So when you are active in your course, please take a few moments to check out that Hope Help Site link. It will definitely help you to be successful in the course. While you are working in the course, you will encounter little snapshots of Hope TV. Hope TV has little videos for you to watch where the course will help to explain some key information that you need to know. So please make sure you pay close attention to the Hope TV video snapshots as well. In the Hope course, you will be completing several wellness plans, as we mentioned, and those wellness plans require you to record your moves. If you have the move band, this is where you will directly type your information from that move band. You do not have to have the move band. You can use any other type of tracking device that you may have, like the Fitbit or any app on your phone that you use to track your moves. As long as you have the information required, which is shown on the screen, for those wellness plans for the fitness tracker data section, that is fine. If you do not have any of these items, you can use the alternate wellness plans where you will manually calculate your moves, and those are located on your teacher's announcement page. When you are finished with a module and there is a discussion-based assessment or a DBA, you must call, text, or email your teacher to let him or her know that you are ready so that they can schedule your DBA. Please know that you cannot skip a DBA and move on to the next assignment. It is not allowed. If you do, you will receive a 0 for that assignment and run the risk of being removed from the course. So please do not skip your DBAs and move on to the next assignment. The DBA is a very important time in the course when your teacher will check to make sure that you are understanding all of the information that you should have learned by that point. So please do not skip those DBAs. When you complete your discussion-based assessment or DBA, you will have a brief conversation with your teacher where you will discuss what you learned so far in the course. To help you prepare for your DBAs, there are DBA study guides located on the announcement page. You want to locate these documents before you begin the module so you can make sure that you learn all of the important information in the course. These DBA study guides also have a 4-3-2-1 chart, as well as 5 post-DBA reflection questions. This is very important that you locate these study guides and these 5 post-DBA reflection questions and the 4-3-2-1 chart. After you complete the module and speak with your teacher to complete the DBA, you will have to submit your answers to the 5 post-DBA reflection questions in the link for the DBA. You will see that there is a 4-3-2-1 chart. Since it is a 4-3-2-1 chart, you will have to rate yourself either a 4, 3, 2, or a 1 based on how you feel prepared for your DBA. This chart is also referred to the Learning Scale Self-Assessment. You cannot receive credit for your DBA unless you complete your 4-3-2-1 chart and your 5 post-DBA reflection questions. Please know that you cannot receive credit for the course if your DBAs are not completed. So you want to pay close attention to when they are due and make sure that you complete them in order. The first 21 days of your class, if you are taking the class during the school year, or 14 days of your class, if you are taking it during the summer semester, is called your grace period. During this time, you are basically trying out the course to see if you are able to complete your assignments and understand the material. During this time, you must make sure that you are submitting all of the required assignments and that you are understanding the material. During this time, you also have to make sure that you have a passing grade. At the end of your grace period, you must be on pace and passing your class, or you will be withdrawn so that you can take your class at a later time. At least once a month, your parents must have contact with your teacher. This contact is called the monthly call and can be completed by phone call, text message, or email. You can find out when your monthly call is due by looking at the course details section on the bottom of your student dashboard. And that is the same spot where you also locate what week you are in or how many weeks you have been active in the course. Please know that if your monthly call is not completed on time, the system will automatically suspend you from the course until the monthly call is completed. Your teacher wants to make sure that you and your parents know how well you are doing in your course so that they can celebrate your success. And this is how that can be accomplished. Please make sure that all of your work is in your own words. Florida Virtual School, or FLVS, uses a program called turnitin.com. That's turnitin.com. That scrubs your work with all of the work submitted for your class by other students. Your teacher will receive a percentage along with your assignment when he or she grades it. If this percentage indicates that your work is not in your original words, Florida Virtual School will initiate an academic integrity investigation. During this investigation, you will be contacted by your teacher, as will your parents or guardians, to discuss this investigation, where the assignment that you submitted came from, and the impact the results will have on your score for this assignment. In addition, your name will be included in a database of Florida Virtual School, where any subsequent acts of plagiarism will be recorded and will affect your scores on your assignments, your grade in the class, and your ability to continue to take online classes. So please make sure when you complete your assignments, you are submitting all of the work in your original words. Do not copy anything from a friend or family member or a neighbor. Do not copy anything off the internet. Make sure all of your work is in your original words. And if you ever have any questions about this, please ask your teacher. Now that you are ready to start your class, you need to know what assignments are due each week. You find this information on the PACE chart. This PACE chart is located on the announcement page, or it will be emailed to you by your teacher. You need to print this out and have it near your computer so you know when your work is due. The assignments are listed in order and are due according to the week you are in. In order to find out what week you are in, you can look at your student dashboard. And here again is another screenshot of that student dashboard. You can see this when you log into your class at the bottom of your screen. It is important that you submit your work when it is due. As an online student, your teacher must make sure that you are learning in your class each week and that you are understanding the material. If you find online learning difficult, your teacher will call to discuss this with your parents, you, as well as your guidance counselor at your brick and mortar school or the school that you go to during the day. Your teacher wants to make sure that you are learning and fully understanding the material. If you ever have any questions about your assignments or if you need help, you need to let your teacher know right away. Now that you have completed the welcome call video presentation, please email the completed scavenger hunt to your teacher and let them know that you are ready for your welcome call. He or she will let you know when a good time to complete the welcome call will be, and then you can go ahead and start your course. Please know that the welcome call, where you speak with your teacher on the phone, must be completed prior to you being activated in your course. So you cannot start HOPE until you actually speak to your teacher. If you have any questions for your teacher, please jot them down now at the bottom of your scavenger hunt so that you can make sure you discuss those with your teacher when you speak with him or her for your welcome call. Thank you so much for watching our welcome call video presentation. I hope you have a wonderful semester in your HOPE course.